Since 1960, our nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines have been patrolling the oceans of the world, underwater, invisible, protected by the vastness of the seas. Their one mission is deterrence, to make the price of nuclear attack against our country too high for any possible aggressor to pay. We have 41 Fleet Ballistic Missile submarines. We call them FBMs, but the official Navy designation is SSBN, Submersible Ship Ballistic Nuclear. Nuclear is the key word. Nuclear power allows them to stay submerged for months, to patrol great distances and still maintain comfortable living conditions for their crews, 137 officers and men. Each FBM has 2 crews alternating every 90 days. One crew takes over the FBM for 30 days of refitting and 60 days of patrolling underwater. When their alternate crew relieves them, they return to their home base. After 30 days of rest and recreation and 60 days of retraining, their 90-day cycle begins again. This is the story of one FBM crew.
Passing 100, coming to 120 feet, sir.
Very well.
Flood depth control from sea, 5,000 pounds.
Flood depth control from sea, 5,000 pounds, aye. Flooding depth control from sea.
Aye.
Secured flooding depth control from sea, 5,000 pounds in.
Aye. 110, coming to 120 feet, sir.
Very well.
Ease your bubble.
Ease my bubble, aye.
$120 feet, sir. Pump forward, trim to after trim, 2,000 pounds.
Pump forward, trim to after trim, 2,000 pounds, aye. Pumping forward, trim to after trim.
Aye.
Secured pumping forward, trim to after trim, 2,000 pounds shifted, trim manifold secured.
Aye. Looks good. Ahead 1/3.
Head 1/3, aye. Answer say head 1/3, sir.
Aye. 120 feet, trim satisfactory, sir.
Very well.
At order depth, trim satisfactory, sir.
Very well.
Sir, recommend coming right to 031 degrees true to make 025 degrees good. Recommend all ahead 2/3 to make the 2200 DR, sir.
Very well.
Most of your work with the charts is done before you get underway. And then I go over with a fine-tooth comb and approve it, and then I'll submit it to the captain for his approval. The idea of an SSBN, you run a patrol and you have your one mission. The main mission is to be a deterrent force out there, undetected by the enemy, so that you're able to launch your missiles when required, and if required. It's a tremendously challenging job, and that's what I'm looking for, a challenge in the work.
Good morning, Captain. You got a problem back here?
No, sir. McDonald was running some servo tests.
I don't think there's any question that the people know their job's important. But I'd say probably the strongest motivating factor is their ability to perform their task in an outstanding manner.
Out there, it's a real thing. You've got to do as fast as you can and as well as you can, because as long as that gear is out of commission, that means that you cannot fulfill your requirements or the reason you're out there.
Well, it looks like we're not getting any data from drum memory at all. It looks like this, either the transient suppressor, this emitter follower here is bad. So why don't we check on the input to this emitter follower and see what we've got.
How's it going, Ron?
Real fine, Chief. We've narrowed it down to these two gates right here. So it's either going to be in this suppressor or this emitter follower, so we're going to check the input out right now.
Okay.
What? So, well, these two transistors are on the same board. So I think we probably just go ahead and change the board.
Okay, you should have about a 3-volt level or square wave.
Right, we're at 3-volt level here.
Okay, we're right at 1250. Bring it up to me.
Get up here.
Score 2126.
Right.
Good stop number, I'll cover.
You usually go through the procedure where you will stand watches under someone else, and when they feel that you're qualified enough, then they'll let you take the watch, but you'll still be under the observation of the head watchstander in that compartment. And you don't have anybody really checking up on you, but you know they're there in case you have any problems.
Almost every piece of equipment aboard has a twin to back it up. So when one piece is on the line, so to speak, we can run the preventive maintenance checks on the other. Most electronic equipment is modular, so we do find a problem, we just replace a faulty module with a spare one. And sometimes we'll give a new technician a chance to spot the problem if he can.
The feeling on my first patrol, everything was brand new and very, very interesting. When I graduated from sea school, I thought I really had it down pat, and I get out in the boat and there couldn't be anything they could teach me. And I got out there and I just felt as though, you know, I didn't know anything at all.
I think it's important to get out and get around, and I want to know the men as well as I can. And so I get out and I talk to the men, and I'll get them to talk to me. It's important that they know that I am somewhere throughout the ship, not just sitting up in my stateroom all the time.